Hey everyone, so thanks for tuning in this episode. We are going to be talking about food. If you know anything about us, we love food, so this may be the first of many of our food podcast episodes. Today we're going to be talking about picking a place. What factors are you considering? Are we going for ambiance or are we going for some cheap good food? First off, we have Jun.
Yeah, yeet! And
Hey.
today, as you can expect, I am eating some
Oh,
McDonald's. And
hey.
now we'll have Crystal tell you what she's eating.
Hey guys, I am having Popeyes along with Steven. I'm going to show you guys what we got later, but I'm really excited about the mac and cheese. It literally just launched and it'll be looking good.
We here for it.
And my lovely host for today is Steven.
What is going on? I am excited to be the host for today's podcast. I have Popeye's chicken. I got the 2-piece with the mashed potatoes, biscuit, and another chicken sandwich because we hungry out here.
Ooh, show them the chicken for the YouTube people. Hey, get a nice
Chicken, got
close up.
let's go. Spicy chicken only, baby.
Got some French fries.
You know, we like to think we know what we're talking about. We're not experts, but we're not dummies. This is our first food episode, and we are now on the line. We're going to first talk about picking a place. What factors are you considering? Is it kind of like date night vibe or a family night, special occasion? Or are we just hungry? How do you guys pick a place?
For me, it definitely has to start with what's the occasion? Like, are we just going out to dinner? Are we just going out to lunch? Or is it like a special occasion? Is it a birthday? Is it like we're celebrating something like a promotion at work? Or like we're finally getting together for like a reunion of friends or family? Like, I feel like it has to depend on that occasion. Is there one? Is there not one? If there's not one, that's pretty easy. Like, what's everyone feeling? What's everyone feeling like to eat? But if it's an occasion, I feel like there's a like planning to do because you got to consider how many people are going, what's everybody's budget, all that kind of stuff.
When you say what occasion it is, what do you have like go-to spots for certain occasions?
Well, I think it just depends on like who's it for. Like, is it a special occasion for a birthday? Because it really depends on who the person is. So like if I'm planning a birthday eat out for someone who's like in the burbs and they never really go to Chicago and they never really eat out like that, then there's like typical places that are like a wow factor that they might want to do. Maybe like going up to the John Hancock to the signature room where there's like a huge view. We go up there for cocktails. Then, we make our way down to somewhere down in Michigan that has a nice view for dinner. Kind of that thing where it's like they don't really go to the city, but it's still pretty cool. Or like, say it's the summer and we go to like a rooftop bar. Like, there's a bunch of rooftop bars that I know that are really nice for summer. And usually people are really impressed by that. But say it's like one of my friends' birthdays and we live in the city already. So we've been everywhere for everybody's birthday. So it's kind of like difficult to make it a new thing. So when it's for like someone who is in the city, I usually have to do more research. So that's kind of when I do some investigative work.
There are a lot of nice like rooftop bars along Michigan Avenue. I think you can like basically just walk down Michigan Avenue and kind of like point out the rooftop bars that you would want to go to. So if you are bringing someone from out of town, that's a pretty good option. If you do live in the city, I mean that's not bad either, but it's like you would be spending a lot of money to go downtown and grab food versus like grabbing food from like the local restaurant down the street or something.
Usually, if like it's someone from the burbs or who doesn't really come out to the city a lot, they're looking for that city feel. But if you're already living in the city, you might want to just stay in like one of the neighborhoods, like Lincoln Park, Lakeview, Wicker Park, farther from the city, but it's really known for like good food as opposed to more like the ambiance, the views kind of thing.
I think when I'm picking a place to eat, if we are with like someone who's looking for like a good experience while they eat, then like downtown is a good option. You get some like upscale food, but if it's just like a typical meal, I'm just trying to make sure that my guests like enjoy their food, so like they eat good. So whatever places that I feel like like I'm familiar with or I've tried with before that has like really good food, I'll just go for that instead of like taking them on a little tourist trip.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys said definitely sound like you're like leaning towards the edge of like finding like you're doing research to find new places. But one of the things that I do when I pick out a place is, to be honest, 9 times out of 10, as I'm gonna pick the place that I've already gone to. It's been battle tested. I know the food is good. I know the food is not, especially if it's more expensive of a restaurant or something like that. I don't want to spend money and then be like, you know what, that wasn't that great. So 9 times out of 10, I feel like I don't like to experiment when I go pick out a place. So I usually go for old reliables. I want the places that I've been to before.
I feel that. I feel like I do that, but depends. I keep saying it depends, but it depends. Steven and I like check out new places to eat, and me and my friend Yaz, there was like a whole time where we literally would like eat at somewhere new and like try out the food and check out the views or whatever, just to like see what it's like. And it's like a fun thing to do with your friend where you're experiencing new stuff. But if it's someone who's doesn't really know the place, then I can just choose all the places that I've already been to because I've been to so many. Kind of depends. Like, is the person well versed or in the food nightlife or the daytime life, or are they not?
I think regardless, if it was up to me, I'm just picking the most like feasible, like good eat spot. Like even if people from the burbs come over or like my friends or whatever are coming over and we're all hungry, I'm gonna get like some Wingstop or something from around the corner, like some pizza, because I know it's good. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but like I think just picking out food that I feel like people would eat is enough for me.
See, that's like one of the depends. Like, are you just at home having a game night and you're ordering food in? Then there's like a lot of tried and true places.
I think as far as going out and eating, one of the biggest things for me is location, location, location. If it's not close, I ain't going. That's just my personal preference. If I have to jump on a train and go 40 minutes somewhere, nah, we don't need that. We can go somewhere else. We can go somewhere closer. A lot of times for me, it's just whatever's the closest is where I'm going to try to go.
And like Crystal knows this, when we're picking places, I'm ready and willing to eat anything that'll get me eating like the fastest. I'll be so hungry and I'll be like, just order, I don't know, a cheese pizza. That sounds fine with me. I'm not too picky.
I think it's also one of the factors that Crystal keeps mentioning is if somebody's coming in hot and they're hangry and you need to get them food quick, you gotta pick that place that's right there, that's quick. Get that dollar pizza, go quick, and they'll smack it on the plate and they can have it. So obviously, if somebody's a little hangry, your choices are gonna move to a different direction.
Yeah, like if you're on a trip that you didn't really plan, or like someone invited you out or you invited someone to like come hang out, you have to like have it in mind like, okay, what's in the area? We're probably going to be hungry. Like you got to think about like the options so you can like suggest things that are like quick, easy. You can't just be like sitting there searching for so long and people are starting to get like in a bad mood.
Yeah, there's like a certain priority that you need to meet. If we're like on the way home and we're hungry, you might as well just like pick up whatever food's on the way home. You're not gonna go out of your way to like a restaurant that you need to wait for their food to be cooked. If we're really hungry and like we're about to be running some errands after or something, then we got to make sure we get some like substantial food. We can't be eating fast food out here anymore, like too often, just because it wouldn't keep us full. When we're picking a place, it all depends on what our priority is. Do we have any time constraints? Are we trying to eat so that we're not hungry? Are we going to be eating later on that we should kind of plan around? So I feel like it's a lot of different things.
So it is 1 week before Christmas. That means that you have only a couple days to enter the giveaway. You can win 1 out of 2 $50 gift cards. Make sure you enter the giveaway by subscribing to the YouTube channel, hit up our Instagram, follow Instagram, and then take a walk to our link tree, and you can fill out the form in there, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's not all. If you want to double your chances of getting one of these $50 gift cards, just comment down below OTL giveaway 2021. Good luck. Continue the episode.
Another tip that I like to do, I know Crystal was talking about making sure that these restaurants like are able to fit like groups of people together. We do try to find out if they take reservations like around a busier time. Let's say like a Friday night, Saturday, like lunch, Sunday brunch time. If it's just like a busier time, in the past have like double booked reservations. We'll call a place, we'll see if it's available, and they'll say they won't take reservations. So then I would look into like a second option to make sure if we don't get into that first restaurant, we'll have a reservation somewhere else as like kind of a backup plan. And if we don't make that reservation, I mean, no harm, no foul. If we are able to get into that first place, that's great. If not, we have a backup plan. Go to that reservation that we booked earlier.
There's a lot of places that are like high in demand because either they have like a really great like Instagram worthy inside or outdoor area, and those places they don't take reservations because everybody wants to take a reservation. So that's a good tip. You gotta have plan B. It like gives you an option to still at least try to go for your number one choice, but still have a good secondary option.
So there's this place out here called Al Cheval. Was once said to be like one of the best burgers in the nation. So they don't take reservations. Typically, when you go there, it's about a 1 hour to 2 hour wait. So what we would do in that instance is go there, put our names in, get on the wait list, and then for 2 hours or 1 hour, however long the wait is, try to see if there's somewhere else where we'd be able to eat. Depending on the timing, we would just decide which place we would rather eat at.
One tip when traveling and like you're traveling to a new place and you're searching up all these places and you want to find like all these good places to eat is first write down all the places you want to try and then find out all the places you wanted to visit like tourist wise and then kind of map out what restaurants are close by what tourist spot you're going to. Like sometimes when we go to New York, I give a list of all these new food places I want to try in New York, and Jun will like kind of match up like, okay, where's that? Okay, we're going to the Brooklyn Bridge. That place is close, so we can eat there for dinner, or we can eat there for a snack. So you can kind of map it out as in like you write down all the food places you want to eat, and then match it up based on your actual like travel schedule.
Yeah.
Rip everything in the east side. Rip everything in the east side.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Why is there so many good places to eat in the east side of the lower east side, the lower east side of Manhattan?
No
Oh,
attraction there.
so many good places to eat, but like the train, there's nothing.
I'll walk.
You're gonna walk 25 minutes to eat, and
Take that
these
into
guys
consideration.
cannot. These guys will not wait that long.
Location,
You could,
location, location.
if you
If it
want to
ain't close, I ain't going.
pop an Uber, bite that bullet just to experience that restaurant. The only time I've been to the Lower East Side is for a very special occasion. It was a birthday, and man, was it magnificent.
Let me throw you guys into a couple different situations just to help people, you know, how do you figure out what place to pick? So say you're traveling and you're in a location you don't know. How do you go about picking a place to eat?
Okay, we're in a location we never been before. No one knows this area, right? What I will do first is figure out how many people are coming because typically if it's a lot of people and it's a special occasion, you want to make sure that the place you choose at least has like a reservation policy because you want to make sure people can get in to eat. You don't really want to risk that, especially if you're planning something special. You want it to be like set in stone, like I have a reservation at this time. They said they can seat us all kind of thing. You don't want any issues there. So find out how many people are coming and you want to look for a place that has reservations. My first thing is wherever everyone is going to be at, I go on Yelp. Yelp is literally my favorite friend when it comes to finding food places. I go on Yelp, I put in the location because you can put the location you're looking for, and then I search restaurants, and you can like edit like how much pricey you want it, the hours that it's open, kind of thing, ratings. And what I do is I do it by ratings because I want to make sure that it's
Filter.
really good rated.
You want to
Yeah, sort
filter
it.
your,
Yeah,
not edit the pages.
yeah, sort the suggestions.
Search.
And I look at the pictures, I look at the ratings, I look at the food. Because on Yelp, people will post everything, pictures of the place. They'll post pictures of the menu. They'll post pictures of the food. And you kind of just go off there. And then I even go and take it an extra step where I will take the locations that I found on Yelp and, okay, these look pretty good based on reviews in the area. And then I go on Instagram and you can search places on there. Usually, when people take pictures out, they'll put the location of where they are.
So you first go on Yelp and then you do a second vetting process on Instagram to see what people are ordering and how it looks.
Exactly. Is it Instagram worthy kind of place where
Okay.
a lot of, if it has like a lot of pictures tagged in their location, and if you go to like the top post, does the food look amazing? Because like people are gonna be out here doing like photography stuff. Does the food look amazing? Does the place look Instagrammable? Does it have that vibe based on the people that have already been there? Does it look good? Does it look like a place worth eating? And you kind of just tell by all the pictures that are in their top.
So you're searching through Yelp and you're like, oh, that looks pretty good. Maybe we should eat there. And then you're like, open. So let me go check Instagram and see if it's really worth eating at because I want to see what they have to eat.
Exactly.
I think photos are definitely something that I always look for. I usually do my searches on Google, and because one of my things is location, location, location. If it's not close, I'm not going. I'll just do it on the Google map. So if it's around the area, I'll search there. And then photos are definitely one of the first things that I look for because it could be anything, but if it looks gross, yeah, I don't really want it.
Yeah, finding out where it is huge. I typically also look for food places on Google Maps only because I just want to see what's around it. Like Google Maps might even tell me if it's open or not.
Obviously, using the right resources to look up these places is very important when you're picking out a place. Crystal uses Yelp. She also uses Instagram. Steve and I like to use some Google searches, Google Maps. So check out those resources. So here's another scenario. There's a bunch of people watching this and they're thinking, where should I go on a date night? We're not talking Steve Carell. We're not talking Tina Fey. We're talking about an actual date night. Where do you go and how do you go about picking a place?
Date night.
Yeah,
Okay. I love date night. So, okay, I got some tips here. So, if you're going on a date night, first time ever with somebody, you got to figure out like, this is my first question. Is the dinner, is that the event like of the night? Are you just going to dinner and that's the date? Or you got some other things planned? Like you got movie going on, you got going to the zoo, going shopping. I don't know what do people do on dates? Like you're going somewhere and then like dinner's a part of it. If you're doing like a whole thing like, "Oh, we're going to go take a walk on the skyline. Sure, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go to dinner." Then I would suggest like you could pretty much just pick uh not a too crazy amazing dinner place because you're gonna be spending a lot of time together in all these other places that you plan. So I don't think there's that much pressure on dinner to be amazing. Like say you were going to the zoo and there's like a restaurant at the zoo. I think that's fine to just eat there because it's already there on location. Or if you're going to the movie, is there a restaurant just in that area? You know? So it's kind of like dependent on your whole dinner plan. I mean, your date plan. But if the date is just dinner, that's when I think you should kind of go into like a special restaurant. You don't want it to just be like blah, it's the only thing that's going to happen that night. Make it a little interesting. You go somewhere that's nicer, your date will feel, really impressed by you. And there's like a lot of things to talk about because it's like a nice ambiance kind of thing. You feel comfortable, that intimate feeling. Because if you're just going to dinner, it's kind of hard to get that like intimate feel if you're not doing anything else, like you're not going on a walk together or whatever. It really depends on that situation for me first.
If it's a date night and this is like, and you're still pretty self conscious about how these date nights go, I definitely say be aware of how your body reacts to food. If, your body doesn't like to react well to spicy food,
Quiero Taco
don't
Bell.
go out there
Oh
and
my
get
god.
some real spicy, I don't know, like ramen or something. And you could be sitting in that movie like, oh, I shouldn't have ate that ramen. You're gonna miss
Freaking
the movie.
bring
You're gonna mess up the date night.
bring some Pepto Bismol. Bring the
You're gonna go.
lactate.
There's this place called Cheesy's out here on the north side of Chicago where it's literally like all fried cheeses of that variety. And so if you're gonna sit there and eat Cheesy's before, you go over to someone's place and you can be sitting there like, oh, my stomach's bubbling.
You need
Be
to
conscious
plan.
of how the food is going to sit in your stomach later.
Here's a money saving tip. This is how you trick somebody if you don't have money, because we know that a lot of people don't have money. You're gonna trick somebody into going to a cheaper date. What you do is you find a location or an area, that a nice location that they don't really know, and you slip this line. You know what? I'm gonna show you a local spot. I'm gonna show you the best spot in this place, and it's gonna be like a dive bar, like just something real cheap. But you guys it like, oh, I'm gonna show you this place. This is the
Yeah.
local spot. What you do is you take the food there. It's nice and cheap, and then you can explore the area. So you date nighters that are looking to save some money, or you just don't have any, that's how you do it. I'm just gonna show you around. I'll show you the best local spot.
For this date night, we're gonna experience some culture. We gotta eat at the food truck right around the corner, and we gonna walk and window shop.
There's a spot. There's a spot. It's so good. You've never heard of it. You'd never check it out. It's super cheap and you cash in, but you guys it. It's a disguise. You trick them.
I like it. You could also like do the thing where you grab, this expensive food and then you like bring it to a nice location. Oh, we're gonna have, taco from the tacos truck, but then we're gonna take it to the mountainside where we're gonna eat it
No
the
beans.
sunset.
Gonna be up in the mountains like, oh,
Oh
that Taco
god.
Bell.
In the bush. Just in the bush like oh crap.
But aside from like considering how your body might react to the food, I like to see what kind of spot is this other person trying to eat at? Are we trying to dress up? Is it trying to be a little more chill? It does depend on like what we're doing after, but I want to see, are we trying to be comfortable that night or are we trying to dress up? Cuz dressing up and going out to eat dinner is pretty fun sometimes. Like if we do go to like a sit down restaurant, decide to dress up, I'd like to make that dinner be a pretty significant event. I'm not just gonna go to like, I don't know. I'm not gonna dress up and then we're just gonna go eat at a cafe. Like it would be at a sit down restaurant where you basically have to leave a tip. Picking those places are pretty fun too, but it's probably better on a date night to try to see what kind of wavelength the other person is on.
Like if you're just like more chill and want to be more comfortable, like I would suggest a bar that has really good bar food and they have like games. Like there's like a lot of bars out there that have like board games and stuff and where you can play and hang out and drink and eat and play games. That's kind of your vibe. I love that.
Yeah,
That's a good date night.
like
Or is
Buffalo
this
Wild
like
Wings.
a person who always does like super nice things? So now you want to go like on a literally like almost formal attire dinner, like a freaking steakhouse.
So I suggested to her like Chili's.
Oh God.
This is
She was
local
like,
Please.
spot.
no.
Chili's. You've never heard of it before.
They just opened up this Chipotle fire.
Oh
Yeah. No beans though.
no.
Yeah.
So here's a scenario. What if you guys are in New York and it's Christmas time and you wanted maybe say a German cuisine? Where would you go?
Ralph's. I said it once, I said it twice, and I say it every time. There's a place really close to the Flatiron Building on the east side, more east than the Flatiron Building. But it's called Rolf's, Rolfs, and it is beyond imaginable the
It's
most
amazing.
Christmas place in New York City. Like, wow.
Magnificent.
We recently just ate there for Jun's birthday. Hey, 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 hey.
About a month ago.
It was amazing. Oh my goodness.
It was pretty great. They had this place decked out in Christmas decorations. They had the music all loud. There wasn't an inch of wall space that you'd be able to see because this place was completely covered in lights and ornaments, garland, the whole nine.
Yes, Jun, put some pictures up here. Hey, hey, hey. In those kinds of places, it's really pricey, you know? Like a lot of places with like a really good ambiance, a really good setup for the restaurant, gonna have pricey food, you know? It's gonna have pricey food, pricey drinks. So when you plan things like that, make sure it's for a special occasion, you know? Make sure it's like worth it for everyone to spend their money, you know? Like we went there for Jun's birthday.
The
You can
most
go there
special
for
occasion.
you want to make sure you're like going to these places for a reason. Unless, you know, you got money like that. It's just nice to save those like really nice expensive places for times like once in a while. Like you're not trying to bring your friends out and make them spend $100 every time they eat.
So before we forget, thank you, Papa Bezos. You've been shouted out before, but let's just make it official. Thank you for making that birthday dinner possible.
He's still recovering from that night.
Oh
I
my god.
guess that leads us into our next point. How do you pick ambiance versus some cheap good food? Which do you prefer, and when do you decide maybe we should have a better ambiance, or maybe we should go with the more inexpensive food option?
As far as
Yes.
preference, Michelin has nothing on McDonald's. I will always pick the cheap, good foods. Good, an asterisk, good. But I'll take the cheap foods that I prefer. So I don't really care to have an experience while I'm dining, to be honest, especially when I'm eating. I'm just trying to, if I'm hungry, I don't care what it is. Just give me food. So Michelin ain't got nothing on McDonald's.
That's literally what Steven said. I mean, earlier, it's related to that where if we're hungry, like he just wants whatever he can eat the fastest. Like I asked him, like, what do you want to eat? I don't know, whatever can get here the fastest, whatever we can get the fastest, because he's always so hungry. Like we eat 1 hour and then an hour later, all of a sudden he's hungry again, and I'm like, what the freak? Why are we eating so much?
We were heating up some delivered pizza last night, and as soon as it finished in the toaster oven, I placed another order in for another pizza and cheesy sticks. It got delivered like 30 minutes later. Smashed that too.
Oh, I'm telling you, these people be eating. So if you eat a lot and you know you're about to be hungry again later, cheap food, good old reliable, as Jen said.
It's like I said earlier, if you're hungry and you're just like you're on your way home or on your way out, don't pick like takeout from a sit down restaurant. You're just trying to eat. Luckily, in Chicago, we have Portillo's, so it's a little more gourmet fast food. We just like to get that. Try not so much to find places that might take a while. At least that's my mentality. And it just so happens to be that cheap, good food wins every single time.
If I'm in a place that I don't really know, I think my go-to is this is another search engine tip, Pinterest. Like if you go on Pinterest and you search cheap eats in insert city here, like cheap eats in New York City, cheap eats, like even you can go into neighborhood, like cheap eats in Greenwich Village. There's always someone who's posting at least a couple posts of like all the different cheap eats in that area. And it's always like the best stuff, like hole in the walls that have like amazing dumplings or like amazing tacos. And you would never think to go there, but it's like amazing quality food for like the perfect price. So I think I would lean more toward eats, cheap food over like a Michelin star restaurant when I go like
Yeah.
travel or like try new places. Cause, you know, I want to find what the locals eat, and it's typically cheap eats because the locals aren't eating at Michelin star restaurants every day.
Typically, you find these like smaller shops you can eat quick. Just go down the main road, take a side road, go into the alley, go right next to the laundry spot, and there's a Joe's hot dogs where they just fry everything.
In Chicago, Byron's in Wrigleyville,
Lit.
mwah, chef's kiss.
Obama's favorite hot dog spot.
Oh, they don't have onion rings, but they have onion straws. Oh my god, they are
¿Qué
You're
beautiful.
right.
pasa?
Bellissimo. That's like a nice cheap like dinner. Like if you're in Chicago, you went to a Cubs game and you're like, where the F do I eat? You walk a couple blocks north, Byron's.
But if you're gonna shack up at your date's apartment after that, don't eat too many mozzarella sticks. You're
Oh
gonna be sitting there
god,
like,
here we go again.
ooh.
Clearly, we got some lactose intolerant people here.
It reminds
Stay
me
away
of the
from
movie.
cheese.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the movie Along Came Polly. Have you guys seen that?
That's exactly what I've been thinking about this
With
entire time.
Ben
Haven't seen it.
Stiller. Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston are like a love relationship, and Jennifer Aniston brings him to like a spicy food place, and Ben Stiller blows up her bathroom, and it's so horrible. Oh my god. Avoid
You know
that
how people say
situation.
that's the dream. That's the nightmare.
That movie is all I was thinking about when I thought of date night and picking food.
So I think as far as like choosing between ambience and cheap foods is depending where you are, I prefer to pick places that have like I prefer to use my money in like events or activities or experiences versus when I'm eating. To me, eating is like just something you do on the side. I prefer to use my money on just experiences, like say a museum or something like that, versus to use it at a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, I definitely felt that as a teenager. I'd be so hungry. I'd go to the mall, I eat at the food court, and I'd stuff myself, right? And then when it comes time to walk around the mall and shop, I'm like, I'm not hungry anymore. Why'd I eat so much? I think I would have much rather spent my money shopping. That would have been great.
Don't get me wrong, I think Michelin star restaurants are great. I think people should experience good food once in a while. Like, I think eating food is an experience itself that is worth it. So, I totally get people who would prefer Michelin star for anything. So, like, if you're traveling in somewhere new, I would suggest like one Michelin star restaurant in your whole trip. I think that's cool. Keep it a little balanced.
But do understand that you're there for the experience of eating at that place versus obviously they've got a Michelin star for the quality of their food, but don't more so get caught up on the price, like how satisfied you are after, because these places they have some upscale food options. It is worth the experience versus eating somewhere cheaper. So if you have something, an occasion, or you just like to go check out a new place, make sure that it's like an event. Make it an event. Don't sit here and critique and judge it for, everything that you wish it would have been. Just more so take it as an experience.
Yeah, Yamamoto is out there breaking his balls trying to chop up all this stuff in front of you. If you're not full by the end of the night, and maybe just enjoy the show.
There eating hibachi, and I'm like, yo, watch this guy drop his spatula. I'm gonna hate this dinner. Place stinks.
Aha!
What are my tips for those places? Like, say you like this is probably a tip for people who have been together for a while, or like it's just like family, or it's like a friend, not like your first date kind of thing. Is like if you guys just want to go somewhere just for like the ambiance for a little bit, like you could go there for like one cocktail and like an appetizer or something like that, just to like, feel like that special occasion, the bar, have a drink. It's like really nice there. And then after you go home and order a pizza, you like sprinkle a
Oh,
little bit of a like nice occasion, and then you go home and you like cook dinner.
Put
the
on the
real
jammy
cheap
jams.
food.
Exactly.
What level of ambiance would you think is worth the price? Does it have to be like the waiters do a certain thing? Is it just the place is decorated? What is the level of ambiance that you think deserves that extra price?
It could be whatever you're in the mood for at the time. The place could be decked out in decorations, and the food might just be normal. If it's a certain like time of the year and they decorate their place in Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations, it'll be worth it for me. Even if the food's not, anything above par. I think just being able to see those places and experience eating there around that time for like a themed holiday kind of setup is enough. I could even work on the opposite end of the spectrum where like the food is presented to me in a way where it's not naturally just like dropped off in front of me. And the place could just be a hole in the wall. I feel like that is like getting my food presented to me in a certain way is a great enough experience where I feel like, the ambiance is different from other places.
My threshold is like the food better be decent. Like
Decent.
at least better be decent for me
Appearance
to pay.
wise, taste wise,
Edible.
Taste wise, like it better
taste wise.
taste decent. Like if the place is amazing, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, what amazing ambiance, what amazing Instagrammable worthy, whatever, what an amazing view." It has to be decent food because if I'm just paying for the view, like I know I don't want to be like upset eating. I'm like, well, it's a great view. It
Yeah,
has to be at least
Yamamoto dropped his
decent.
knife.
Exactly. The food has to be at least decent. I'm not gonna eat anywhere with like crappy food and just for the ambiance. Would you eat there again? That's the question. Are you gonna
That's a
eat
good one.
there again? Then yes, definitely worth it. You think like I'm never gonna eat here again, like why? Maybe not worth it.
But see, then you wouldn't know, you wouldn't answer those questions without having to try it already. So you'd have to at least try it once.
Risk it for
And
the
then you can
biscuit.
go back and assess, is it worth it?
That's why I rely on Yelp reviews or Google reviews or Instagram posts
That is
because
Instagram. That is Instagram.
Get it.
they instantaneously post a picture of what the food is like. If you go to a restaurant and all the top posts is just a restaurant, no food, red flag.
Oh.
Red flag.
Oh.
They better be posting a picture of their amazing milkshake with all the cookies. Like there better be some food wow factor. Has to be like a good balance between people's Instagram photos with just the place and also like their drink or food or whatever.
Also found on Instagram is this promotion for the Fire Festival. It's really great. They
Oh
got these
yeah.
5-star luxury cabanas with 5-star chefs.
Yeah, even
But if you
get
check out their food, it looks like maybe a grilled cheese if that's slapped into a styrofoam container. And so,
is it
do your
grilled?
research.
Is it grilled or was it just cheese on bread? And a little bit of like, is it a salad? Is it a garnish? I'm not really sure. Was it
The ambiance,
substantial enough?
though. The ambiance. That's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, the freaking
But is it
hurricane
worth it?
shelter tents. The hurricane shelter tents, that was an amazing experience.
So do your research. How do you guys go about discovering new places to eat? Seeing if, the ambiance is something worth trying out, even if you're just like walking by in the city and then you see a place and you're like, I kind of want to try that place. How do you guys go about discovering new places to eat?
I am constantly looking for and looking at places like without even thinking about it. Like when I like my number one thing is I whenever we're out and we're walking around and we're like enjoying the city, whether that's Chicago or New York or we're just in the neighborhood or even like just driving by around the place, wherever we're going, if I see a restaurant from the outside and like there's either it's like really bumping, like there's a long line, or it just has like a amazing like setup, like outside it like has lights or like a really nice patio, or I can tell from just the storefront that they have a really nice ambiance. I will like literally take my phone and write it down. Like I have a notes that says like places to eat. and I just write down the place like, oh, we passed by there. It looked good. It smelled good. I want to try it one day. And I'll like really like take notes of like places I've seen. And then another one is on Instagram, people will post like amazing place they've eaten or like put us on their story. I will like take note like, oh, that looks really good. Like they went there for their birthday. Like I should write that down. Maybe I could eat there for my birthday one. So I will take notes just observing when I'm just like walking around and driving around. Or I'll take notes of where other people went and they're like, wow, this is amazing. And I just save it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I should probably start doing. Just note the time. Just be like, oh, that looks
Eh,
pretty good. Because I'm pretty terrible at people that are like coming to New York. They'd be like, oh, so where should I go to eat? And because most of the time I never had money. I came here for school, and I was just like, I never ate out. So I think if I just even just note, I'd be like, oh, that place might be all right. Because you pass by places all the time here.
yeah.
Just taking that extra second, to jot something down. It might be helpful.
Yeah, it's pretty commonplace for me to like just be out and like Crystal said, I'm hungry pretty often. So I'll see these food places and I'm like, I think I want to try that maybe next time or maybe someday. So I'll keep a mental note. But my problem is that I don't write things down. And so I just forget that it exists until I pass by again. And I'm like, actually, yeah, I think I wanted to eat there. It's
Yes.
definitely worth venturing out because I would also just eat the same thing over and over. So if you do find those situations where you are open to like eating somewhere else where you haven't before, trying something new, worth a shot. So you guys have just got mukbanged. If you are also eating something while listening to this podcast, let us know what it is. If there's something you guys want us to eat, see us eat while we're recording future episodes, let
No
us know.
cheese.
We'll probably be hungry. I don't know if we'll pick your food, but it's worth a suggestion.
Yeah, if you guys were wondering about this mac and cheese, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Like not amazing, but like
Six.
decent. It's decent. Like I think
Decent food.
I
What you
feel
were
like
looking for.
5 is like decent. Like if it rates 5 out of 10, that's decent. Not horrible, but not Michelin star. You know, I would eat
Yeah.
there. I would eat this mac and cheese again for sure. French fries were pretty good. Still eating my biscuit though.
Yeah, not as good as McDonald's French fries, and I think we can all agree that those are S tier fries. So I had those 320-calorie medium fries and some McChickens. So
Hey.
it always hits the spots for me. It's the easy finger foods. You don't have to think about it. Just bop, 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 bop.
It all depends on what kind of food experience you are trying to have. Are you just hungry? We just get food. Trying to have a good time? Is it a date night or birthday? Maybe pick something a little bit nicer than Popeyes. But I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me too.
It's a local spot. You'll never go to it ever again.
So we are now 7 days away from Christmas. The countdown has officially begun. We are almost there. So to end this episode, we're going to do a rapid fire round with some of our holiday favorites.
Favorite holiday drink.
My favorite holiday drink that I've actually grown to really like is it's like a soy eggnog. And I'm pretty sure we've done like a couple runs to a bunch of different supermarkets the past couple Christmas to look for it. I just can't find the right one. But I did have it once and it was really, really good.
Was it like lactate eggnog?
Yeah, maybe it
Yeah, that's one.
was.
And
It was.
they also have
It's good.
almond nog at Aldi, and they also have like a dairy-free nog at Trader Joe's. So like if you are not a dairy person or you're vegan, they have some really good eggnog drinks, and honestly like I never used to
Yeah.
like eggnog, but the dairy-free options are really good.
Yeah. There you go. Lactose intolerant people. You can have eggnog on date night now. You
Oh, let
won't
me
have
write
any
this
problem.
down.
Wah!
Let me write this down.
Eggnog.
Fudge. Why are you so lactose?
Crystal, what is your favorite holiday drink?
I like me a good old classic hot chocolate. And for the holidays, a little peppermint. Get a little peppermint candy cane, mix it in there. Mm, mm, mm. or like
Yeah.
even like the peppermint mocha at Starbucks, really good. And you can just get like a peppermint hot chocolate at Starbucks too. Honestly, I don't know if you guys still do this. Like back in the day, we used to do this where we would give like gifts to like our classmates. People don't do this anymore, do they? But you would
COVID.
make like a little Santa Claus or like a snowman, and then like one would be like hot cocoa powder, and then there'd be like some marshmallows and like candy canes, and you can make like a peppermint hot chocolate. You guys ever remember getting those from people?
Yeah, it was one
I
of
remember
those like
having hot chocolate.
garbage gifts.
Oh gosh. What's your favorite holiday drink?
Currently, my favorite holiday drink is the cinnamon crunch latte at Panera Bread. Magnificent.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, that's right. It's very good.
But another one of my favorite holiday drinks is the warm spiced wine. They
Mm.
usually have these at the Chris Kindle markets. If you ever see that on a menu, I think it's worth a taste. It's a little weird at first, but I've grown to like it so much. I gotta get it every time.
Yeah, if you're not a wine drinker, the mulled wine is a good option because it's usually sweeter than a lot of wines. It's not like a dry, hot wine.
Side note, I saw a preview of the Chris Kindle Market cups, like mugs this year. We gotta get it. If you guys know us, we
Ah,
have a huge collection of Chris Kindle Market mugs. And I think this year's gonna be no different. We're gonna go there and get it.
woohoo!
Favorite holiday memory, Crystal Go.
All right, this is like an old memory, but I don't know if we did this a couple of times or was like one specific time that I remember. Is my family used to have one of those big old like white vans that has like I don't
Little
know how many seats I
curtains.
had. Yeah, it had curtains on the windows. Like what an old car. But the back seat, like you could turn it into like a bed. And I remember my mom turned it into a bed and she put like a bunch of blankets in there, and we literally they found houses, and we would like drive by all the Christmas decorated houses. We're in the car, it's cold, but we had the heater on and blankets. We would just like look at all the Christmas lights, and we would hop out the car and take pictures by these houses, and we'd hop back in the car. And then I remember my mom had like a bunch of thermoses filled with hot chocolate and would like give it to me and my and Jun and like our cousins. And it was just a good memory, like being outside, like enjoying the cold weather, but still having all the warmth inside the car and driving around all the Christmas lights. Good memory. I feel like we did that when we were older, and I really liked it too. And we ate at Portillo's after.
Yeah, I didn't start forming memories until way late in the game. So
Favorite
I don't
Every
remember any of that,
memory.
time,
to be
Judd's
honest.
Favorite holiday
face.
memory, Jun.
One of our first, I forget which one it is, because then again, I didn't form memories really. So one of the first ones we had when we moved out to the suburbs, and there was just presents just lined up by the tree, and there was so many presents that it moved on to the adjoining room, and it was just one of those times where I was like, this is Christmas.
That was amazing. Literally, like so many presents. Like,
I
wow.
think I got like 4, maybe 5 presents. So, like,
No,
it
I think
was
you got a
it was
lot.
really I didn't have a lot because I remember there was so many. I was like, "Dang, I didn't really get that much." But I was like, "It was kinda cool though."
It's because we had so many family members there that year. It
Yeah,
was like had to have a
just
lot of
everyone
presents.
came together.
And
But
that's the year that it started. We gotta get Jun everything that he wants for Christmas. And Jun's like, we gotta get everything that Crystal wants for her Christmas too.
I
Just
have
want it to be special.
we
We
have a
have
sickness. We
we
have
have a
a
problem.
we have we have a
All
mental
these presents.
illness.
I only got
We
4.
um here in the Bonga Bonga family, we had a hereditary illness where we like to buy so many presents that it's almost unwarranted and honestly
It is unwarranted.
unnecessary. And it's
Very much
just like,
unwarranted.
is it the guilt we received in previous years? Or I don't know what it is, but some people just don't deliver, and you're on Christmas and you're like, damn, that person didn't have the good Christmas. So next year, I'm gonna freaking make sure they have a good Christmas. But honestly, it's not about presents, but for some reason we have
It's
this
not.
like inner
It's an
guilt where
illness.
we're like, we have to buy all these
Yeah.
presents. Oh my gosh.
You
If you
and
get to
Jen
know
are
us enough, we say secondary present, and just the
Oh
thought,
my
just
god.
the name of it, we're like, oh, we have the primary present. This is like a secondary present, which is so just it's just ridiculous. But
It is.
I can't get rid of it. I can't
I
quit it
can't.
cold turkey just yet.
I just like seeing someone like have a lot of presents to open, even if it's just like small stuff, like a stocking stuffer thing. Like I like just like, oh, it's just like a sock. Like I like that.
Yeah, I think you and Jen have really honed in on making sure that people enjoy the holiday and just being to see all the joy that they experience with having multiple gifts and actually getting what they asked for is something that's kind of just cascaded into this into this trend where you're like, they also have these two things on their list. We might as well just get it for them.
It's so bad.
So your favorite holiday memory, Steve?
My favorite holiday memory is of me and Crystal taking pictures for our Christmas card. It was exactly what I needed that night. I felt like I was so stressed out with work. It was the holiday rush, and we came home. Crystal just suggested that we take pictures, and it was a nice change of pace. It was a breath of fresh air. It felt like it was just a moment to celebrate the holiday coming up. We got dressed up. We had presents around the tree. We made it a whole thing, and the pictures turned out great. If you didn't see the Christmas card last episode, it will be popping up in this episode. But that's one of my favorite holiday memories.
Yeah, that was a good time. We went to Old Navy and bought like new pajamas for it, and we went to Target. We got some mugs to go in the shot, and yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
Turned out great.
It was really cozy, and it was like COVID when we did this. That's why we wanted to do Christmas cards because we're gonna see family. So we're like, let's just do something we've never done before and make holiday cards. It was nice. I liked it.
Favorite gift you've ever received, Crystal? Go.
Ah, I'm still happy thinking about this. Honestly, the whole night was amazing. So this is a Christmas. I don't know what it was, but it was a Christmas Eve where there was like a comet coming in from outside. Like everyone was like,
Oh,
"Oh, we gotta go outside. We gotta look at the comet." We were at my aunt's house. Jen, we were at Tita Fanny's house. We all went outside, and there was like I don't know some comet passing by. We go inside, and I remember I got two things that I was so happy for. Number one was a leather jacket. And keep
hey.
in mind, I was like maybe 9, 8 years old, and I was so excited to have a leather jacket. And then the best present I received that night. I've been wanting this forever. Like, honestly, this was like a rich people's gift. Like, I thought this was like so amazing. Like, I would never have, my parents would never buy me this. An American Girl. An American Girl. It
Wow.
was beautiful. I think me and my sister got one the same year. It was in the like nice maroon box and like it looked so nice and I was so excited and I couldn't wait to buy outfits. But that was a really good Christmas. I really liked that gift. Jen, favorite gift?
I don't really know what my favorite holiday gift that I received. To be honest, I forget what I got that whatever year prior. So one that I do remember was one year I got an Xbox 360. It was my first thing like outside of Nintendo. So it started my addiction with Xbox. And I got a game with it, and it was SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Let's go.
And was my favorite game for probably until like 2009. So that was probably my favorite gift I've received.
Babe, what was yours?
I was like gonna say Xbox 360.
Clearly.
Everybody gets a Xbox 360. You get an Xbox. You get an Xbox.
I remember a Christmas gift that I received that changed my life actually was also an Xbox 360. I got it with like two games, but then the very next day, Christmas Day, I go to Best Buy and buy two more games, buy another controller.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, I'm ready to go in on this thing, right? So I think getting an Xbox was one of my favorites. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode. If we forgot any tips or tricks to picking a place for when you're looking for somewhere to eat, let us know down below. If you are currently eating and you enjoyed what you were eating, let us know what you are eating while you are listening to this podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
And if you like episodes like that and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe down below. It's a huge help to us here at On The Line Podcast. And make sure you follow us on Instagram. We are on the line. And make sure that you enter into the giveaway to win one of our $50 gift cards. You have only a couple days to do it, so check that out. And we are now off the line. What button do I press?
Did I do that?